Hey guys, Miss Canaday again. I am so excited. I have another writing prompt for you. This one is going to be over one of these large mammals. So remember, I'm going to read a story, then I will give you the instructions to complete your writing prompt, and then I will let you go. All right, so let's get started. This one is called The Elephant Family. A herd of elephants came to the water hole. The oldest female, mother and grandmother to the rest of the females and the young calves, trumpeted to let any predators know that they had arrived. She led them everywhere, knowing all of the water holes and the best grazing on the savannah. One of the younger females, or cows, was heavy with a calf not yet born. She was very glad to dip into the water and take a long drink with her trunk. When she had quenched her thirst, she took some water into her trunk and sprayed her back. She moved out of the water and then gave birth to a calf that dropped feet first onto the sand. The calf tried to stand and then fell. He kept trying until he stood on his wobbly legs. The leader of the herd came to smell him with her trunk and welcomed him into the world. The other females came too. The herd stayed at the water hole for weeks while he gained his strength and drank his mother's milk. In his first 2 years, he stayed close to his mother. If he strayed, she would bring him back under her to protect him from the hot African sun. She held his tail with her trunk and steered him forward when the herd moved, and when he was 5, he began to graze the grasses and brushes on his own. It was his job to keep close to his mom. Once, when they came to a water hole, there was a pack of hyenas. The calves were put in the middle of the herd as the adults. There was a deep rumble that turned into a roar. It seemed to shake the ground. The hyenas backed away and then ran. As he got older, the young calves began to play with the other calves and pretend to fight with the young males. First, they spread their ears out and raised their trunks. Then they twisted their trunks together and they tried to push one another over. If one of the females was close, they might get a slap of a trunk. Then they would stop. But they liked fighting to test how strong they were. One day, one of his friends came up and rammed him in the side. Surprised, he fell right on top of one of the smallest calves. The baby's mother was angry. She spread her ears and raised her trunk and growled. She started charging at him and he ran. She stopped when he was a good distance from the herd. He tried to come back, but she charged again. He stayed away and followed the herd to the next water hole. He drank from across the water. One day, another young male was chased away. Their little herd soon became 5, and they went off on their own to have their own adventures. One day, they heard a very low rumbling. By instinct, they knew to go toward that sound. When they came to an open grassland, they saw many elephants, bulls and cows and calves. He wandered among the gathering and found his mother by her smell. She sniffed him with her trunk and brushed against him to let him know that she knew him. All right, so for your writing prompt from this story, remember you can listen to these stories as many times as you need. Imagine that you are one of the elephants in this story. You might be the mother, you might be the grandmother, the leader of the herd, or maybe you're a newborn male calf, or maybe you're an adolescent male calf who's being chased away. Imagine that you were that animal, and I want you to retell that story through your writings from your point of view. Thank you again for joining me for this writing prompt lesson. And again, please feel free to share with me however you feel your writings, and I cannot wait again to see them. Thank you guys so much.